think just a hair more speed, and she would have absolutely drained that one. But it's a fine line. That putt does snap pretty quickly down to the left.
Back at the 8th, Anna Nordquist to get into red figures. Celebrated her 36th birthday last Saturday. Continues to play well. Now Kupcho for her birdie to take it to -4.
Each of these players has 3 birdies on the card so far today. Lexi with the only bogey that came at the 6th hole. And Jennifer would like to have left this approach shot underneath the hole. Just making this birdie putt a little more difficult downhill, left to right breaking putt.
Okay, that was worth the wait.
Certainly did keep everybody waiting, that's for sure. Took its time. But she's another player. I mean, she's obviously in form, narrowly just missing out at Liberty National a couple of weeks ago, coming to a golf course that she obviously enjoys playing. Producing some good shots today as well.
Now Buhai for her par.
And I was looking at Ash's record here. She's played here a fair number of times, but hasn't really done anything spectacular, Karen, which is a little surprising, but maybe that just coincides with her really finding her confidence with her game in the last year.
It's been quite a significant difference. I mean, when you think about, you know, winning the AIG Women's Open, which would have come after this, and really realizing I have exactly what I need to compete and to play well on the LPGA Tour, and that kind of opens up every other tournament for you.
You think about it, she won there at Muirfield, she won in Australia, won her home Open, the South African Open, then won a 3-day event at the ShopRite. She's won from in front, she's won chasing. Tremendous. To the 9th.
Is Amy Yang second? It's going to work out well.
While we have a moment, let's check out our tournament summary. Brought to you by Volunteers of America. It's the 9th playing, as we said, of this Meyer LPGA Classic for Simply Give at Blythe Field. The field includes 5 of the top 10 in the world, including Lydia Ko, who played this morning, 4 past winners. And then every winner of this event, Karen, has either gone on to win a major or had already won one.
Well, I think it comes down to ball striking on this golf course. I mean, we say that, you know, a lot of the time, but this one in particular, taking advantage of those par 5s, hit the ball far enough to take advantage of the par 5s as well.
And the crowds, as we see every year, crowds give it a major championship feel. Always, Tom, a huge show they put on here.
Well, we were on the huge show here. A local West Michigan, or statewide,
all
I
over
should say,
statewide, yeah.
Not West Michigan, statewide with Bill Simonson, our pal, huge sports personality in this state. And we were chatting about the crowds here and the community impact that Maya has on this community through this event and how impressive it is. And I think it's one of the best attended events that we see on the LPGA Tour. And I think now we're coming towards 10 years of the Maya LPGA Classic. We're seeing this as something that people are just know is going to be on their calendar every year. And on a Thursday morning, you've got thousands of people out here enjoying the golf, having a good time, and it's only going to get better as the week goes on because the weather's going to get better. They're going to open up this big food pavilion, which will open tomorrow, and folks will be able to come out and enjoy the food and drink and the golf and the great weather. I mean, what a place to be at this time of year.
Food, drink, and golf. What could be better?
That's perfect.
Tom, I was out here watching some shots on this hole earlier. The green's perched up a little bit, and these greens are firm. Even though they've had a little bit of rain, there's a pretty good first bounce.
Well, it's been pretty dry here, and then they had some rain earlier in the week. And now the golf course drying out from that rain that we had. We don't get any more precipitation. It's just going to get very firm and fast by the end of the week.
Third shot for Hannah Green at 10. No. Out of the rough and nearly into the hole.
Well, and that shot's made possible because she is coming out of the rough. You're not going to get the same kind of spins. You can land it short and get that hop.
11.
Ashley Bew high on the tee.
Definitely still off the right, yeah?
Last bit of wind check. Feels like it's calmed down a little bit, but it's definitely up there. The treetops are showing movement, and the wind is helping from the right. This has basically been a 7 or 8 iron for players, 8 iron for the stronger hitters. Oh boy, that her exquisite timing escaped her.
Maybe just wasn't comfortable with something there.
Yeah, it looked like a little deceleration, actually.
Ayaka Fudoe's third at 10.
The ball is below her feet, kind of going away from her, 78 yards at the wedge.
She's on some kind of run. 4 straight weeks in contention. Take you back to the 11th.
Now Lexi.
Being the super strong ball hitter that she is and how powerful she is, she's going to go ahead and hit a 9 iron. Just go at it full, see if she can get some good height, spin. This has a nice line. Oh, yeah. That works every time.
Pretty good. Let's go up to the 12th.
Yeah, you go down the hill here, and for that downhill tee shot, you got this for your second for Shinhold.
It plays about 23 yards downhill, so even though the hole says it's 406 yards, it actually plays a lot shorter than that. So typically players are just going in there with a short iron.
Best round of the afternoon wave going. Rita Shinhold. He'll have that to tie the lead. Day 1 of the Meyer LPGA Classic for Simply Give.
The vehicles are all electric. The feeling is all Mercedes. The choice is all yours. See your dealer for exceptional offers today.
Are you Zillowing your boss's house to see what she paid? Awkward. Well, now you can Zillow a home loan for your own house. Now who's the boss?
No fees or minimums and no overdraft fees are another reason banking with Capital One is an even easier decision than this.
We need a clutch hit. Derek. Jeter.
Hang in there, rookie.
Yep, even easier than that. What's in your wallet?
Success looks different to everyone. In order to pursue it, you need a plan. You need to avoid mistakes. You need guidance. Stifel can help. Whatever your financial goals, a Stifel advisor can develop a strategy to help you stay on course. Pursuing success starts with a plan. Plans start with Stifel.
What does the future of strength look like? It's dynamic weight that adjusts for you in real time for a more efficient workout. And you can only experience it on Tonal.
Girl, why don't you change those broken shades you haven't been able to open for the past 2 years? Let's tap the Thumbtack app and find a pro to install new ones. With Thumbtack, you can easily find top-rated professionals for every home project.
Thumbtack, the easy way to care for your home.
Oh, hey, as the new face of golf now, people are so excited to see me. Golfer. Yes, I am a golfer. Which is why I love this. The #1 way to book tee times whenever, wherever you play. Golfer! Yep, us golfers love it. Thousands of courses to choose from, helpful reviews, plus book anytime using the free app.
Ew! Golfer!
Yep, for golfers like me.
Is he putting?
Get your golf on now with Golf Now.
Shibuhai now from the bunker.
18 feet of green to work with that slopes left to right.
He talks about bunker play and how good she can be. Should save par for her. Back over to 10.
And put away for birdie.
Another great opportunity.
Here she is again playing well. She seems to do every week. 11.
Cup Joe for birdie.
Just past hole high right. Close to 40 feet back uphill, Tom. Lexi may pay close attention to what that does at the end. Her birdie putt's on about the same line.
And a birdie putt at the 12th for Frida Schinholt, Karen, to tie the lead.
Well, and this is a player that always knew that she wanted to join the LPGA Tour. She played 1 year at Florida State and swiftly made her way to the Epsom Tour. And out here now.
How many years did you stay at Florida State?
I was in school for 3 years. But this is a very comfortable pairing here, I think.
Yeah.
With Rachel Keane and Sophia Schubert.
9.
And back-to-back birdies here to finish the front 9 for Amy Yang. 4 birdies overall, so she's off to a nice start. 3 under par. And Buhai. She's a little further away than Lexi for birdie, is she, Kay?
You're right. She is just probably about 6 to 8 inches further away, a little deeper into the green, so this may have some right to left movement to it.
Yeah, we had the angle from behind. It didn't look this long, this putt. But now we've got it from the side. We can see it's
I'd say it's
no
about
gimme.
7 feet or so.
No problem.
Well, one putt will cure a lot of evils, won't it?
Yeah.
I've got a par putt here for Rachel Keane. Went over the green in 2. Got the defending champ Jennifer Kupcho won an individual national championship for Wake Forest, but Rachel helped the Demon Deacons win their first team title in women's golf.
This is Lexi now for her birdie. Get it to 3 under par.
Couldn't ask for a better position to putt this from.
Yeah, well done. Well, it'll be nice to see Lexi back challenging for a title on the LPGA Tour. It's been a while, but we know there's great talent in there somewhere.
Age-related macular degeneration may lead to severe vision loss, and if you're taking a multivitamin alone, you may be missing a critical piece. Preservision. Preservision AREDS 2 contains the only clinically proven nutrient formula recommended by the National Eye Institute to help reduce the risk of moderate to advanced AMD progression.
Preservision is backed by 20 years of clinical studies.
So ask your doctor about adding Preservision and fill in a missing piece of your plan.
Like I did with Preservision.
Now with Ocusorb, better absorbing nutrients.
Every detail counts. That's why I live my life with Lexi B2 hearing aids powered by Bose. I value quality, cutting-edge tech, and performance. When I began experiencing hearing loss, I knew I needed the best of the best. Lexi B2 hearing aids powered by Bose are app-controlled and self-fitting, which means I can tune and customize them to my needs and preferences on the Lexi app and enjoy high-quality hearing. No appointment necessary. From ordering my first pair online to front door delivery and the secure, discreet fit, Lexi B2 hearing aids powered by Bose offer quality, convenience, and exceptional customer support at every step in my journey. If you're ready to elevate to the next level with world-class hearing, take the lead and call or order online at lexihearing.com to receive your Lexi B2 hearing aids powered by Bose today.
Call 800-816-1827 today to find out how you can get your Lexis at 80% less than prescription hearing aid prices.
The prospect of something bigger and better is looming on the horizon for the LPGA Tour.
Don't miss the LPGA's best and the Meyer LPGA Classic on Golf Channel and Peacock.
Jay, who am I doing right now?
Who are you doing right now?
Yeah.
I don't know, man.
Rahm. It's John Rahm. The Stars are coming to LA for the US Open.
Got it.
All right?
Show me how you do that. No touching.
I'm not touching you. Am I actually touching?
After the birdie at 11, Lexi Thompson on the tee at 12.
Yeah, really elevated tee, hitting down to the fairway way below. Going with less than driver to take those bunkers on the right out of play.
Yeah, the first one down there on the right, if you take the downhill into consideration, it's only a shot of 250 yards to get to that first one.
All right, let's take a look at Jennifer Kupcho's tee shot with our Top Tracer technology, presented by Progressive Insurance.
If you're comfortable with your driver, then go ahead and hit it. I saw Madeline Sagstrom earlier today hug the left-hand side, and it really cuts down the length of the hole.
Yeah, you've got to hit a little draw, okay? Should be good.
And that might have just crept into the bunker.
It sure did. She did not get the draw that she was after. It's very easy to hang on to that tee shot because there is out of bounds down the left side.
This is at the 13th, and Frida Schinholt. Doesn't like that one. She dragged it away. Well, it's okay. I think it's one of the tougher holes on the golf course, and the tee today is not back across on the other side of the river, so it can get a lot more difficult. Put away at the 11th. That'll work.
Well, while we have a moment, I want to remind you that LPGA USGA Girls Golf remains on a mission to change the face of the game. You can join the movement and inspire the next generation of LPGA Tour players. Go to girlsgolf.org as they approach 1 million young girls who come through their program. To the 9th.
Did you enjoy a very good rookie campaign last year on the LPGA Tour, and a lot of people feel it's only a matter of time before we see her in the winner's circle on the LPGA.
Quite honestly, Tom, I'm surprised she hasn't won already.
Yeah.
I mean, that's about as big a shock as you come by.
Back over to Keane here at the 13th. Won her match in the championship match of the NCAA final.
Very key in Team USA's victories in the Curtis Cup as well. Has a fabulous record in that competition against Great Britain and Ireland teams.
Take that one. Should be a birdie for the amateur. May well be contending here pretty soon.
Meaningful actions are not always big. But one by one, they can add up to something incredible. Because when you tap or order online with your MasterCard at restaurants and grocery stores, MasterCard will donate 1 more cent up to $5 million to Stand Up to Cancer. As individuals, we are powerful, but never as powerful as we are when we come together. The strength of us, priceless.
Narrow is no good. That's why I wear new wide-fit, hands-free Skechers slip-ins. You just step in and go with no bending down. They even go on easy sitting because wider is better. Even I could have made that. Try new wide-fit Skechers slip-ins.
Well, that was the worst 4 hours of my life.
Get in.
I'll take one for the team.
Wait, can I come?
At Club Champion, you don't have to settle for less than the best. Their fittings use data and technology to find over 20 extra yards on average, along with countless other improvements in every area of the bag. So stop wishing for a better game when you can guarantee it.
Full bag fittings are just $100 with code BETTER at clubchampion.com.
Oh no, Paige, I'm bad too.
What do we always say, son? Liberty Mutual customizes your car insurance.
They only pay for what you need.
That's my boy.
Stay off the freeways.
Only pay for what you need.
Liberty, 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 liberty.
Give Dad a Golf Now gift card of $100 or more, and you'll get a bonus $10 gift card for yourself. Just use code DADS23 at checkout. Skip the tie and celebrate your favorite guy. Finish your Father's Day shopping at golfnow.com today. Go play.
Back at number 11 here, opening round of the Maya LPGA Classic. Foot away for a birdie.
She's putting from a perfect spot. It's a little uphill in the beginning, and then tries to run away from her.
Go down the hill to 12.
Ashley Buhai to go first.
Yep, still off the right.
She's hitting from significantly further back, 162 to the hole. Definitely do not want to go long or left. A little short right of the hole would be ideal. Wind helping from the right. And she lost that out to the right. And she hadn't missed a green up until making the turn, and she's missed the last three.
13.
Birdie putt across the green for Frida Schindholt. Hasn't really had... Oh, that could go. Wow, good try. Hasn't really had any great results this year. One top 25 for Schindholt, but could turn it around here in Michigan to 12.
Lexi.
20 yards ahead of Ashley Bunch. Another short iron in her hand.
Buhai off the green, Lexi on it. A bunch of birdies and a few eagles already today.
This is a sponsor invite. Paige Crawford. This for a par. Paige has done the John Shippen sweep this year. She won the Cognizant Cup and the National Invitational, gaining spots in LPGA events.
Second for Kupcho at 12.
That was from a good level lie in the bunker. Fortunate to have her feet in the bunker as well. Made it look easy.
Ninth hole of the day for Christy Kerr. The par 5 18th. All right, we've seen that a few times.
I was going to say, that's the Christy Kerr of old right there.
Oh, look at this. Swashbuckling. Tough start. Good way to finish that first 9 holes.
And just looking through the stats as Frida taps in for her par there, for Frida, her putting has actually been pretty good. Her driving and greens in regulation have not been quite so good. With this golf course seemingly a little bit wider, the rough just a little bit more forgiving, it's probably playing right into her hands.
They may notice this fella on the bag, Alex Fitzpatrick, brother of Matt Fitzpatrick. He's chosen to be here this week caddying for his girlfriend Rachel Keane, getting somebody to Stopping the crowd there, or try to. Instead of being in LA to watch his brother as the defending champ. He was playing in Europe last week.
No, look at Rachel go.
I say he has his priorities right.
And a reminder, our coverage of the U.S. Open continues from the Los Angeles Country Club tomorrow, bright and early out on the West Coast, 9:40 a.m. Eastern Time on Peacock, 1 o'clock Eastern Time on USA, then prime time on NBC and Peacock. Ricky Fowler leading the U.S. Open, who won a Western Junior right here at Blythefield in 2005. Amy Yang for another birdie, maybe 3 in a row. What a classy player she has been for a long time.
Throughout her career, she's always had a swing that everybody has admired across the board.
Well, Ashley Buhai showed off that short game last week en route to victory at the ShopRite in Galloway, New Jersey. She'll need to conjure up a good one here.
Yeah, this one, you know, this rough is pretty sticky and thick. Her ball's sitting well. She has, I think, enough green to work with. But she's going to go ahead and hit a lofted club. Kind of, yeah, landed about a third away on. And that came in too hard and too fast. Not happy with that.
Working hard last few holes. Back up on the tee. What is it, about 20 yards up the hill there? Tee and Ayaka put away.
Yeah, the yardage book says it's 23 yards downhill to the landing area. But I will tell you, you're that high up. I can understand why some people don't hit drivers, because you are just shooting the ball right up in the air, and it's a crosswind today. But I always pulled driver and just ripped it. The closer I could get, the better.
Saginaw sling.
You could actually do that here. You kind of start it out on the right and let it move back to the left.
Angela from Saginaw, Texas. Got that low draw.
Looks like a high draw from this tee box.
Yeah. And another fairway hit for Ayaka. Few hit more than she does. Now up on the green, Lexi for another birdie.
Yeah, this from just about hole high right. A little right to left movement in this putt. Oh, wow. That almost trailed to the right. A little fooler putt there.
And on the tee at the 14th, Frida Schinhold, one back.
There's a little penalty area down there on the left.
Oops. And once a year, we'll see someone find that very small pond left of the fairway. Lexi did last year on Sunday.
Well, and explains why Frida blocked that one out to the right.
You can play it from there.
Exactly.
All right, Kupcho for another birdie. This to get within one.
Just cruising right along, making things look pretty simple out here. 4 birdies, no bogeys. And this is really a good-looking putt for birdie. Not much movement to this at all. I think she can go ahead and hit it firmly and keep it in the hole. Nope. Didn't like it immediately.
So pars for Lexi and Jennifer Kupcho. And now Ashley Buhai lining up this putt for her pars. We look at our KPMG insights this season. Karen tied for second in top 10. She's had 3 in a row, including the win last week. Second in total birdies. She's been putting lights out this year as well.
Really made quite the difference in her game has been this club right here. Always pretty consistent, but often in not, it just takes a little something to turn things around for you, and it's been this club.
Yeah, and apparently she started working with Gareth Raflewski, who's helped a number of players out here with putting. I haven't talked to him to find out what the secret was, but sometimes it's as little as how you think about the approach to the putt, something in your routine, or as basic as something in your setup?
I think a lot of the times for him, he pays really close attention to how the ball rolls off the putter face and consistency of strike.
Well, she escaped with a couple of saves, but not here at 12. Tells you what she thinks about that one as we go to the 11th.
Amy Yang on the tee. No, tried to get cute with that one and comes up in the bunker. 16th year for Amy Yang on the LPGA Tour. 4 wins out here, and they've all come in Asia on the LPGA Tour. 3 of them have come in Thailand.
And I do think, Tom, those are happening in, overnight U.S. time, and maybe players don't see Amy Yang, some of that brilliance, some of her wins, because of the timing of it.
No, but
the players know, don't they?
Well, but we have seen her have 6 top 4 in major championships in that time.
Fixture.
And she won as a 16-year-old on the LET as an amateur back in 2006, a long time ago. Looking at the 13th tee, so there is a tee. You can walk across that bridge, go back to the very back tee, which they used during the week, some stage.
Correct. And I mean, that 62 is online.
There it is back there.
Like if you're 5 yards left of it, it's even 5 yards shorter.
I can see that over the weekend.
We landed at 62. I mean, I'm not seeing much more than 65, 67.
The shot plays a little bit uphill, trying to figure out just how much, or if that wind is hurting. It's hurting slightly out of the left, and this green is definitely more tilted because you're heading back up into the hillside, has some back to front slope, so keeping it short and left of the flag is good. Oh, this heading towards the bunker. I've seen a few shots end up in there today. You end up there when you just don't hit a good solid shot.
Yeah, that wasn't one of her best.
You kind of just wipe it.
Top choice of technology presented by Progressive Insurance for the tee shot of Jennifer Kupcho.
Jennifer choosing to tee up well on the left-hand side of this tee box, and that gives her a little bit more of an angle and a look at the right-sided hole location.
Jennifer says she's really feeling better about her game after what was a rough start to the season, in her words.
This is right on it. She had a few equipment issues to work through, and I think all that is settled now. She can just think about trying to go low.
What? Yeah.
At 12 foot away.
She's a big person,
Yeah, she has 137 to the hole location, 114 to the front. The wind is behind her. I think she had 2 clubs in her hand. I think the landing spot here is really important on the screen. So maybe she was just trying to get an idea of how much the wind's going to help, where she needs to land it.
Sit, 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 sit. Sit. Just creep over.
Oh, that's going to be awkward, just resting up against that thicker bit of grass. It's got that one turning over too. Got that little bit of extra distance, moving that ball to the left.
Yeah, Karen, that ball was just slightly above her feet.
Yeah, that'll do it. Ball above your feet makes that ball want to go left because the heel digs into the ground.
And back over to Buhai at 13.
See if she can collect herself and hit a solid shot. Oh, yeah, this sounded good.
Oh, it looks good too. Lovely. A great chance for Ashley Buhai to bounce back after that first bogey of the round at the 12th. Great look at birdie. Trying to get back to 3 under par and within 3 of the lead.
Mama, growing up, you were so good to me. You worked hard to save for my future. So now, I want to thank you. I started investing with Vanguard to help take care of you, like you took care of me. Te quiero, Mama.
Only at Vanguard, you're more than just an investor. You're an owner, helping you take care of the ones you love. That's the value of ownership.
Known as a loving parent. Known for lessons that matter. Known for being a free spirit. No one wants to be known for cancer, but a treatment can be. Keytruda is known to treat cancer, FDA approved for 16 types of cancer. One of those cancers is advanced non-squamous, non-small cell lung cancer, where Keytruda is approved to be used with certain chemotherapies as your first treatment if you do not have an abnormal EGFR or ALK gene.
Keytruda can cause your immune system to attack healthy parts of your body during or after treatment. This may be severe and lead to death. See your doctor right away if you have cough, shortness of breath, chest pain, diarrhea, severe stomach pain, severe nausea or vomiting, headache, light sensitivity, eye problems, irregular heartbeat, extreme tiredness, constipation, dizziness or fainting, changes in appetite, thirst or urine, confusion, memory problems, muscle pain or weakness, fever, rash, itching or flushing. There may be other side effects. Tell your doctor about all your medical conditions, including immune system problems. If you've had or plan to have an organ or stem cell transplant, receive chest radiation, or have a nervous system problem.
Depending on the type of cancer, Keytruda may be used alone or in combination with other treatments, and is also being studied in hundreds of clinical trials exploring ways to treat even more types of cancer. It's true. Keytruda from Merck. See all the types of cancer Keytruda is known for at Keytruda.com and ask your doctor if Keytruda could be right for you.
Back at the 13th hole, Lexi Thompson out of the bunker.
Good clean lie to deal with, Tom.
Good shot there from Lexi.
Let's see how Foodaway plays this third at 12.
Yeah, there are a number of different ways, and she had a hybrid out. She started with a wedge of some sort, and she's decided to go with putter. I don't blame her here. I mean, she needs to just hit the back of the ball and let it pop up and get through that first part of grass. That was well done.
I was going to say, Angie, that's remarkable because it's so hard to make clean contact on the ball and to get enough pop out of it because you can get the grass caught between the club and the ball and it just doesn't go anywhere.
From the bunker, Amy Yang. Oh, don't tell me that doesn't go. How does that not go in?
Robbed
that
by
was
the flag.
Absolutely plumb on the flag.
I don't know. Just call the police, Tom.
It was outrageous. Now, Kupcho for 2.
25-footer from underneath the hole. Can go ahead and hit this extra firm. Nope. Couple of putts with not quite the right amount of effort. Frustrating for a player who hits a lot of greens, and Karen, sports psychologists, will talk to those players till they're blue in the face, say, hey, you have a lot of opportunities. You're only going to make a certain number day in and day out. You just have to be patient.
Yeah, patience is a hard word, though, Kay, when you keep seeing yourself miss those opportunities, knowing how good you can be, because every golfer out here is always striving for perfection, even though you're never going to get it. You're always on that fight for it.
And that's something that's really changed with Ash Buhai, too. is just being kinder to herself, letting the mistakes roll off her back, and not starting into a spiral of frustration.
No, there's a element of being completely content with who you are on the golf course.
And look at that, a bounce back birdie.
Yeah, good too.
All right, let's take a deeper look now at this week's Aon Risk Reward Challenge hole with the help of Aon Ambassador Lizette Salas.
The par 5 14th at Blythefield isn't quite the longest par 5 that we play on that course, but it's probably the most narrow. It looks simple, but depending on wind direction, it does bring a lot of rough into play, especially in your second shot. The left rough is a little bit more harmful and more penalizing than the right side. And I think you could play a different shot if you're in the right rough, but you can't play too conservatively, you can't play too aggressively. So depending on your analysis, your talk with your caddy and how to approach the hole, there is a big false front in front of the green if you decide to go for it. Also, if you do decide to lay up, there are some trees that will come into play if you're too far left in the fairway. We also have to understand what our strengths and weaknesses are, and the 14th is a great example of that. It's not long, but you do have to respect it in its ways and play it to your advantage.
All right, Lizette, thank you. That tree, which you may have seen, is no longer there, and I think Frida Schindelt is happy about that.
She is most definitely happy about that, because she'd be having to thoroughly negotiate under some tree limbs otherwise, and even potentially the trunk of it.
Third shot on this par 5, she's one back.
Still just enough sticky rough there for her to try and judge the release from.
They've expanded some of these greens, but not that much.
No, they've expanded them to to get back to their original form, and have opened up some hole locations. But you're right, she could have done with a little bit more there.
A couple of eagles here at 14 today. Allison Lee and Pauline Racine. Back on the tee, Lexi Thompson.
221 covers the right bunker. Who's that going real quick? The camera guy? 265.
I think
it's a little bit off the left is what it says. I mean, majority in. But I do think there is a little bit off the left.
Nick giving her that assurance that she can clear that right bunker kind of is a subtle indication to me that it's okay to take it down that right side, right center, steer clear of the H2O on the left. Wind picking up significantly, hurting right now. And that is well to the right of that bunker, heading towards the 15th green.
Could have a bit of an awkward lie up there.
Back 1 to 13.
Heck of food away on the tee.
Yeah, this is her 6 hybrid. Has 170. Needs to carry at 160.
Well, she drew that into a right flag location.
And after that bounce back birdie, this is Ashley Buhai.
With the wind hurting, it's going to take Ash a good couple of hits to get on this green in 2 today. She starts it off right with that beautiful little power fade she likes to play.
At the most recent winner playing with the defending champ Ashley Buhai on Sunday won the ShopRite LPGA Classic coming from behind, and Kupcho, who shot 63 in the opening round here last year but had to come from behind on Sunday to catch Nelly. Now 4 under par today.
She was really proud of that win, said she had to fight hard for it, and it really validated her first win that happened to be a major championship.
One of the best drivers in the game with a big one right down the middle at the par 5 14th. Cupcho at it again.
At Ping, data drives our passion for innovation. That's why we partner with Arcos, the leader in on-course data and insights. And if you own any Ping clubs, you can get free sensors and a free trial to the Arcos Caddy app. Visit ping.arcosgolf.com to get started.
Get 2.9% APR for 36 months plus $1,500 purchase allowance on a 2023 XT5 and XT6 when you finance through Cadillac Financial.
Arby's showed us a great weight when crafting its deluxe Wagyu Steakhouse burger. And with great weight comes great responsibility to make irresponsibly huge burgers. Arby's, we have the meat.
Willie is at risk for kidney and bladder stones, and through Embark, I was able to have a consultation with a vet and learn a little bit more about it. We know that this is a thing we can prevent later on in his life.
Try today with promo code GetEmbark at embarkvet.com.
Listen up. Viagra works. That's why Roman offers Viagra and the generic option 100% online. Connect with a provider today to find out if treatment is right for you at ro.co/Roman.
I'm tired of overpaying for a close shave.
Harry's, I don't have to. Harry's offers 5-blade closeness and comfort.
And refills cost as low as $2 each. Half of what I paid before. Go to harrys.com/TV to claim your $5 trial.
I really just fell in love with the look and feel of the TimberTech boards. They just felt so realistic. I just wanted TimberTech to feel welcoming to everyone and a place where we're going to make a lot of memories.
Welcome to Golf Pass, the world's most remarkable golf club. It's only $99 a year for membership. Members save over $350 a year in tee time bookings with Golf Now. You're not limited to one course. You save on thousands. Join our remarkable golf club today. Play more, play better.
The prospect of something bigger and better is looming on the horizon for the LPGA Tour.
Don't miss the LPGA's best and the Meyer LPGA Classic on Golf Channel and Peacock.
At the par 5 14th, this is Rachel Keane. She's going to play a 5th season at Wake Forest later this fall, and she's got this, Karen, to go 4 under.
Yeah, it's acquitting herself very nicely in the professional game.
We had Rose Zhang, after winning the individual title, come and win at Liberty National in her pro debut. And when it came to the team competition, well, Rachel Keane was a huge part of Wake Forest's success. She won her first 2 matches in the quarters and the semis, and then against Amari Avery, with whom she had teamed up in Curtis Cup play for the U.S. She got a 6-4 victory. And then teammate Lauren Walsh, couple of putts to win, and that would do it. You see, she don't expect the concession. There you go. Liana Navarroza, who had knocked off Rose Zhang the day before, and let the celebration begin. Can I get an amen? The Demon Deacons, national champs. Rita Shinholt, who was over the green in 3. That's a nice up and down. She stays 5
Pretty
under.
solid. I think, we're seeing the amateurs, playing college golf, be able to come out and play our LPGA Tour, and they're a little bit more competitive than we might have seen in previous years because of all of the trappings that come with the college golf now. They're shown on TV. They get used to the cameras being around, doing interviews. It just feels a lot bigger playing college golf now than it ever used to.
Couldn't agree more. Here's Buhai's second.
getting there in 2, a little out of reach. 247 to the front, and yeah, laid it up on another par 5 in the right rough.
Did that at 10 and had to scramble for par.
She was asking for it to go right, so it got in a lighter patch of rough rather than the dark green patch that she's in right there.
Nice tee shot at 13, which we saw from foot away. This to tie the lead.
Yeah, it's going to be fast in the beginning. Pretty straightforward.
Make it? No. Playing a full season on the LPGA Tour. She does have status in Japan. She's played once over there where she finished 3rd.
Jennifer Kupcho is a good example, Karen, of what you're talking about. She was in the limelight on television, winning an individual national title. And Kay, of course, winning the Augusta National Women's Amateur.
Hitting shots like this. Boy, she just hit a rocket off a slight downhill lie, straight as a string.
How about that?
Oh, she'll have a great chance of an eagle right here.
It was an eagle at Augusta National that led to a victory over Maria Fassi. She turned pro a month later. Now she's a 3-time winner and a major champ, and she's got that putt to tie the lead when we come back. Today's coverage is brought to you by Meijer. When we compete, we help feed neighbors in need. And by Win Grips, the best grips in golf.
You were made to act spontaneously. We were made to help plan accordingly.
Curiosity pushes you forward. It's what inspired Meiomi to create an unrivaled wine using the best from California to push flavor in new directions for a taste like no other. Meiomi, flavor forward.
Whenever you're hungry, there's a deal on the Subway app. Buy 1 footlong, get one 50% off in the Subway app today.
Now that's a deal worth celebrating.
Man, what are you doing? Get it before it's gone on the Subway app.
Snack success made easy. That's totally Target.
Well, that was the worst 4 hours of my life.
Get in.
I'll take one for the team.
Wait, can I come? At Club Champion, you don't have to settle for less than the best. Their fittings use data and technology to find over 20 extra yards on average, along with countless other improvements in every area of the bag.
So stop wishing for a better game when you can guarantee it.
Full bag fittings are just $100 with code BETTER at clubchampion.com.
Oh no, Paige, I'm bad too.
Are you Zillowing your boss's house to see what she paid? Awkward. Well, now you can Zillow a home loan for your own house. Now who's the boss?
Whoa.
Whoa! Ready for a new way to play?
Yeah.
Super Nintendo World. Now open at Universal Studios Hollywood.
Third shot for Lexi Thompson back in the fairway at 14.
Yeah, after a good layout, 106 yards, back into the breeze, back hole location.
Great pass. Yeah, really well done. That little low follow through there, keeping the trajectory down just a bit into the breeze.
Let's take a look at the race to the CME Globe standings up to the moment. Jin Young Ko with a couple of wins. Haven't seen Lilia Vu in a couple of weeks. Hope she's okay. Withdrew from the Mizuho a couple of weeks ago. Ashley Buhai into the top 10 with a victory last week. Haven't seen Nelly Korda either. Hope Nelly's okay with the major next week. Buhai at 14.
10 yards ahead of Lexi from the rough. Decent lie in that rough, and that's the difference. If you get a good lie, you can manage it and control it fairly well.
So that to go to 4 under This would take you to 15.
And Shinhold on the tee.
This hole plays a little bit uphill, Tom.
Yeah, nicely done, middle of the green.
All right, this is the 18th, and Amy Olsen out of position, to say the least, at least for now. Oh, she's back in position. What a shot. Great with child. She's due in September. And it's been an eventful week already. It's been a busy spring. But she had an ace here on Monday, her 7th hole-in-one, and that was at the 15th hole. And then how would she follow that up? With an albatross. In the Pro-Am.
Not too bad right there, those albatrosses. They're kind of fun.
A 1 on a par 3, a 2 on a par 5.
I asked her how she's doing playing while she's pregnant. She said she's lost a lot of distance off the tee.
Yeah.
And it's a little bit frustrating, but generally very happy with
How
everything.
was it for you?
I lost so much distance. I went from being one of the longest players on tour to being one of the shortest. I found it immensely frustrating, and but I was glad that I didn't have to play too long whilst pregnant.
Yeah.
The season ended, and I quickly sat on the couch.
Yeah. Jennifer Kupcho now, after that brilliant approach, as this to tie the lead.
She looks at a lot of eagle putts, and she's tied for first this year in eagle putts made with 7 of them so far. I don't see much in this putt, and it's uphill, so biggest thing is make sure you get it there, give it a chance. And an example, Karen, of being kind of disappointed with the tap-in birdie.
Yeah, you know that you're capable of so much more, but this is kind of her bread and butter, though. I mean, she's still 5 under par. She's right where she needs to be.
Back over at 13. This is Amy Yang, one of the sweetest swings on the LPGA, and it has been for so long.
She just has a wonderful movement down and through the ball. It's kind of unusual to see in women's golf because she is sort of low and left through the ball, and a lot of women are high up and out of it. She's low and left, and it's magnificent to watch.
3 par 3s, 3 par 5s on the back, and at this 18th, Amy Olsen for eagle. Qualified for the U.S. Open with a 66 in the second of those back-to-back rounds on that 36-hole marathon day. And we'll see her at Pebble.
Can't imagine playing 36 holes.
Lexi for birdie.
Whilst pregnant.
Yeah. Oof. All right, so Lexi keeps pouring them in. She's inside the top 10 now at 4 under.
She must just love the fact there's 5 par 5s on this golf course. She probably thinks I'm 5 under par before I even tee it up. In her mind, at least.
Well, no doubt, Kate. That's exactly why a lot of these longer players love coming here, because that literally is their bread and butter. They grew up being long players as amateurs, and we're counting on those par 5s as just give me birdies. You don't have to work too hard.
Well, she and Ash had to work a little harder for their birdies, but they got them nonetheless.
Buhai has held her round together with some good saves. Now back to 4 under and inside the top 10.
I'm a bear. I'm coming out of hibernation after the best nap of my life. And Papa is hungry. And while you're hitting the trail, I'm hitting your cooler. Oh, cheddar! I've got a hot dog bun. And your cut rate car insurance might not pay for all of this. So get Allstate and be better protected from mayhem. Like me. Roar!
All the ways to have a Whopper could unite the nation. No matter if you like Impossible or double bacon, we can agree there's a Whopper for you. 200,000 ways, boom, there's the proof.
Have it your way. The thought of getting screened for colon cancer made me queasy.
But now I've found a way that's right for me. Feels more easy.
My doc and I agreed. I picked the time. Today's a good day.
I screened with Cologuard and did it my way.
Cologuard is a one-of-a-kind way to screen for colon cancer that's effective and non-invasive. It's for people 45 plus at average risk, not high risk. False positive and negative results may occur. Ask your provider for Cologuard.
I did it my way.
Has this happened to you? AT&T and Verizon rope you in with phone offers, then bind you to a 3-year device contract. Break free with T-Mobile. Introducing Go 5G Plus, the first plan that always gives new and existing customers the same great device deals. And you're upgrade ready in 2 years versus 3. Bring your phone to T-Mobile and get one of the latest 5G smartphones free. Hello? Yes, I'm free. And so are you. No, I'm not tied up at all. Surely this is too many rope jokes.
Break free with Go 5G Plus and T-Mobile.
Lamita Feed is 101 years old. When COVID hit, we had some challenges. I heard about the payroll tax refund. It allowed us to keep the people that have been here taking care of us.
Learn more at getrefunds.com.
Welcome to Golf Pass, the world's most remarkable golf club. It's only $99 a year for membership, so I better show you the golf course first. Members save over $350 a year in tee time bookings with Golf Now. You're not limited to one course. You save on thousands. And if you play more, you need to play better. So you get 24/7 access to our head pro. And you'll receive $40 store credit with TaylorMade. Open it now. Join our remarkable golf club today. Play more, play better.
Just a moment to go at the 15th. Frida Schinholt for her birdie.
Nice flowing stroke there. There was a lot of freedom through that stroke.
You can download the LPGA app for iPhone, iPad, and Android. Go to lpga.com/apps for more information.
Yep, just sign up there to see the solo.
Tee at the 15th.
Come on.
Yeah, this tee shot is slightly elevated, but wind helping from the right. Ideally, you'd like to drop this shot down a little short right of the flag. Well, that swing had that patented beautiful tempo.
Oh, this could go. Great tee shot there from Ashley Buhai. Lexi hasn't had a round in the 60s yet on the LPGA Tour this season. Broke the 70 barrier on the LET.
Lexi has a 9-iron in her hand, and that should be just ideal. And she can go ahead and try to squeeze it in a little tighter than Ash's if she can. Ooh, didn't like that swing for obvious reasons. A pull draw.
A couple of loose swings there on the par 3s. 13, remember, she was right.
At the 12th, Anna Nordquist for birdie.
Defending champ, Kupcho. Second hardest hole on the golf course, 15. Why do you think that is, Karen?
I think just because the green is slightly elevated and you have I think it's just one of those greens that you can hit, but you're not going to make an awful lot of birdies on, so that those bogeys tend to count quite heavily.
Yeah, but 2 double bogeys today, 29 bogeys, and just 7 birdies. While we have a moment, down to Kay.
Yes, I'm alongside last week's winner, Ash Buhai. Congrats again on that win, your second win, first on the LPGA Tour. Now that you've had a couple of days to decompress, what really stands out to you the most from that last week?
I think the way I managed to stay in the moment on that Sunday, play under the pressure that I did, and, you know, again, stick to my processes like I've spoken about, and get the job done. And I was very proud of the way I stayed in and I did it.
We were laughing about the viral video that your husband was part of, rolling out from underneath that grandstand at 18. Have you guys had a pretty good laugh? And I'm sure you've seen that.
Oh, yeah, it was a good laugh for everybody. Once again, I said I'm the one that wins, and he's the one that's going viral all over social media with his reactions at the AIG Women's Open. But, you know, it was a good laugh for everybody, I think.
That was definitely a highlight. You've talked a lot about the mental work that you've done, and even today you're a perfectionist. All golfers are. You made a bogey. What kind of mental exercises do you go through to get yourself back?
Just bring myself back to the next shot that I'm trying to hit. Obviously, we can't do anything about the past. Again, I've got certain feels that I try to do with, I've got my long game, my short game, and I just try, every time I get over that shot, just try to implement that feel I'm trying to do.
I think we'd all like to try to do that as well. Thanks for the time, Ash.
Okay, Ash, thank you. Kay, thank you. She was spot on with her shot making. Close birdies at 1, 2, and 4, and then Karen, come on, at 5?
Well, on these greens too, I mean, they're not exactly the easiest to read or to judge, and that was just a gift right there.
Do you think maybe it's your day when something like that happens?
You kind of have a little inkling, but you've still got to finish it off.
She was up 1 at this point. Third shot, par 5, made it look easier than I think it was.
No question about it. There's tight lies around those fairways there, having to slide the club underneath it, and then this was no gimme right here either.
No, about 4 feet, and it forced Hyoju Kim to have to hole out with her third shot. You were there, and Hyoju, I mean, that close, but not enough. Congrats to Ash. 4 worldwide wins now since that AIG Women's Open.
Yeah, in the last 12 months. Now Lexi out of the bunker at 15.
Overall, just inside 20 paces to the hole. And not getting the spin that she wanted. Ball might have been sitting down just a bit.
Back over to 13, and Amy Yang for birdie.
And it is quite amazing, Tom, that we haven't seen Amy win on US soil, really. I mean, you were saying earlier about her victories all coming over in Asia. Obviously, she's very comfortable there, but she has won on the Ladies European Tour as well.
Yeah, a few wins on the LET, one as an amateur, as you mentioned. But, yeah, hard to believe that she hasn't won in America. I think that's, with all of her talent, the way that she swings it, she's a proven winner around the world. But it's, as we say time and time again, it's not easy to win out here on the LPGA Tour, and especially in the spotlight of winning in the United States. It's something that Jennifer Kupcho did 3 times last year, but then struggled at the beginning of this year, found something in her game, worked on her mental game. You were talking, Kay, with Ashley Buhai about her sports psychology. Well, Kupcho's been working on that side of it, and we've seen her almost break back into the winner's circle a few weeks ago in that playoff loss against Zhang.
Well, if you're not careful, this game will drive you mental. It is such a demanding game, and it slaps you down more than lifts you up. So getting some extra help on the mental side is never a bad thing.
It's such a fine line between balancing, you know, the desire and urge to be perfect and to work hard and do everything, but also relaxing enough to allow it to happen.
Food away for birdie. Well, they don't all go in, but they usually look like they are, even if they don't, for food away. Second year on tour. And here's a player, still a collegian, Rachel Keane, 3 under. Playing on a sponsor's invite up the hill at 16.
Go on, go. Go. Place about 13, 14 yards uphill, and when the flag's at the back, you can't hardly see but the very top of the flagstick.
Again, boyfriend and caddy Alex Fitzpatrick, brother of the defending U.S. Open champ Matt Fitzpatrick.
Lexi has been perfect with sand saves, 3 for 3 so far today. Let's see if she can keep that 100% record going.
Yeah, this is close to a 20-footer, Tom. On the similar line that Ash Buhai is going to have for birdie.
All right, just turned left off a cliff at the end. Well, 4 tee shot there from Lexi.
I think that gives you an idea, Tom, why birdies have been so hard to come by on this hole. You know, you can get some pretty wicked breaks around it.
Still got a par 5 to come at the closing hole. Not the easiest stretch, 16 and 17. 18 is very much a birdie or an equal chance. Now a birdie chance here for Buhai.
This would be for 3 in a row. And she knows this moves down to the left, so it's just a matter of picking the line, really trusting that line, and committing to the speed. She's in such a good place now with her game, both physically and mentally, that she's probably just having so much fun playing golf. Winning's fun. Oh, making birdies is fun.
Well, she said last week when I was talking to her after her win in the ceremony on the 18th green, and she said, you know, I don't know how much time I have out here. I want to have a family. You know, that's on the horizon for me. I don't know when it's going to happen, but, you know, I've got to take advantage of the opportunities I have. And maybe that mindset with some confidence is really working well for her.
Well, it makes you go out there and put maximum effort and maximum focus on everything you do.
Frida Schindhold, 1 back. This is at the 16th.
Oh, just gonna have a long uphill putt coming up for a birdie.
She'll have to go deep to tie the lead here at 16. 6 under leads the way. Day 1 at the Meijer.
I told myself I was okay with my moderate to severe rheumatoid arthritis symptoms.
With my psoriatic arthritis symptoms. But just okay isn't okay.
And I was done settling.
If you still have symptoms after a TNF blocker like Humira or Enbrel, Rinvoq is different and may help. Rinvoq is a once-daily pill that can dramatically relieve RA and PSA symptoms, including fatigue for some. It can stop joint damage, and in PSA, can leave skin clear or almost clear.
Rinvoq can lower your ability to fight infections, including TB, serious infections and blood clots, some fatal, cancers including lymphoma and skin cancer, death, heart attack, stroke, and tears in the stomach or intestines occurred. People 50 and older with at least one heart disease risk factor have higher risks. Don't take if allergic to Rinvoq, as serious reactions can occur. Tell your doctor if you are or may become pregnant.
Done settling?
Ask your rheumatologist for Rinvoq.
And take back what's yours.
Learn how AbbVie could help you save.
Every detail counts. That's why I live my life with Lexi B2 hearing aids powered by Bose. I value quality, cutting-edge tech, and performance. When I began experiencing hearing loss, I knew I needed the best of the best. Lexi B2 hearing aids powered by Bose are app-controlled and self-fitting, which means I can tune and customize them to my needs and preferences on the Lexi app and enjoy high-quality hearing. No appointment necessary. From ordering my first pair online to front door delivery and the secure, discreet fit. Lexi B2 hearing aids powered by Bose offer quality, convenience, and exceptional customer support at every step in my journey. If you're ready to elevate to the next level with world-class hearing, take the lead and call or order online at lexihearing.com to receive your Lexi B2 hearing aids powered by Bose today.
Call 800-816-1827 today to find out how you can get your Lexis at 80% less than prescription hearing aid prices.
As the new face of golf now, people are so excited to see me. Yes, I am a golfer. Which is why I love this, the #1 way to book tee times whenever, wherever you play. Golfer! Yep, us golfers love it. Get your golf on now with Golf Now.
Jay, who am I doing right now?
Who are you doing right now?
Yeah.
I don't know, man.
Rahm. It's John Rahm. The Stars are coming to LA for the US Open.
Got it.
All right?
Show me how you do that. No touching.
I'm not touching you. Am I actually touching?
On the tee, 15th with Hannah Green.
Yeah, this is a 7-iron, and it's 160, but you need to carry it 145.
Done exactly that. Hannah will have a putt for back-to-back birdies, get it to 3 under.
And at the 16th, this is a long birdie putt for Frida Schinholt. Would you give that effort?
I think it was pretty good. I mean, just from such long range going up that hill, you really had to hammer the putt to get it up to the hole, but she's left herself still a tricky one coming back.
This whole hole is kind of tricky here. Cupcho.
Yeah, hard dog leg left. Going with less than driver downwind. And hugging that left-hand side makes for a shorter distance in.
Cupcho 1 off the lead as we go back to the 15th.
And our Top Tracer technology presented by Progressive Insurance for Footaway.
And this is an 8-iron. The wind's moving it right to left, so it may move her draw a little bit.
Quite climb up onto the part of the green where she's in really good birdie range.
Yeah, not sure she struck that as she wanted to.
Go ahead to the 16th.
Well, as his brother, the defending champ Matt Fitzpatrick, is just teeing off in his opening round at the U.S. Open. You got Alex Fitzpatrick caddying for his girlfriend Rachel Keane, who is not just here on a sponsored invite having fun. She's 3 under. She's tied for 20th at the moment.
She's incredibly competitive. I mean, when you grow up in a family like Rachel did with a mother, Brenda, who was incredibly competitive herself, I mean, you just grow up in that environment of wanting to win. And that's how she goes about her golf game.
Karen, we talked about this with Rose Zhang. It's weird to say for a young player in an LPGA event, but it's probably not the most pressure that she's felt. I mean, she just tried to, help her team, and she did win a national title.
Well, and I don't think it can be really underestimated, the Augusta National Women's Amateur too. You have, you're playing on one of the most famous golf courses in the world, and all the pressure and history that surrounds trying to win there.
15.
Good away. Try and tie the lead again.
Yeah, I think this is one of the hardest putts. It's uphill. It's fairly long. It's going to break to the right. You have to make sure you hit it hard enough. And sometimes that's what happens, You just hit it too hard up the hill on these fast greens.
She was really solid at the Bank of Hope LPGA match play with the putter. And you look at the KPMG insights and the most strokes gained putting per round. Since the beginning of last year, Footaway is out in front over a shot per round in strokes gained putting. Lydia Ko is pretty impressive with the short stick, and she's second to Ayaka.
Par putt for Schinholt. Okay, she remains bogey free. We had 5 in the morning. This is the Aussie Steph Kiriakou at the 12th. What do you think it meant for her to play in the Hanwha Life Plus International Crown?
Oh, I think the Australian players absolutely loved every second of it. Just getting the chance to play with your country people, hanging out, having dinners, just being in that team environment.
Playing with Minjee and Hannah Green, a couple of major champs.
Yeah, exactly. That's the middle of the green, that big tree. Okay, right, come on.
You high at 16.
A challenging second. Hitting up to a highly elevated green. Cannot see the surface of the green. Can barely see the top of the flag. Really tilted from back to front. It's where she has to trust her 138 yards that she has in.
Asked for a big bounce.
Wait for some crowd reaction and didn't hear any.
And a green, missing out. First event back since taking a break. She goes down to Australia a few times a year back home. She won, of course, at the JM Eagle LA Championship, and then played the next week Cognizant Founders Cup in New Jersey, then went back to Australia, and now she's returned to play this very important stretch of golf, which includes a couple of majors coming up in the next 4 weeks.
Cup Cho at the 16th.
123 yards to the hole. Little bit of wind helping, but it plays a good club and a half uphill. Ooh, that was thin. Sculled.
And is it going to be difficult from over the back of the green coming back downhill towards that hole, because it's going to run away really quickly.
Good away for par.
Yeah. Not used to saying that for that length of putt for her. It's usually for birdie.
She's so good from that length.
Okay, this is the predicament for Lexi at 16.
Not ideal, but Karen, not as extreme a change in levels that you might get from some bunkers. She will have to grip down on her shot a bit, but it's not as as you might initially think.
Oh, and what you can do, Kay, as well is from this lie is expect it to release back. So land it, you know.
Is it down? Yes, it should be like right here. Yeah, I mean, it should be quartering.
Do you think the one gets there? You think it's going to play?
I think that's fine.
I mean, I'm hitting uphill, so it's not going to get that down though.
No, it should get some down. It's the into the wind that you don't get uphill.
Everything about the second shot is so extreme. Karen, you can't see where you're aiming at. You know the green is very tilted. Now you've got this little bit of an awkward stance. 76 to the front, 104 to the hole. Sounded pretty solid.
Yeah. Just awkward. You really have to hold on to it coming through the ball to. You can see that going left pretty straight away.
We are American. We are straight down.
The great outdoors, just outside your door. At Trex, we see it too.
And what if I need a different kind of plan?
State Farm's here to help.
What if I was a different kind of baller?
It's called Mark's Cubans. Cuban sandwiches by Mark Cuban.
It's a pass.
At State Farm, we're there for your what-ifs. Get a quote today. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
I have moderate to severe ulcerative colitis, so I'm taking Zeposia, a once-daily pill, because I won't let UC stop me from being me.
Zeposia can help people with UC achieve and maintain remission and has been shown to reduce symptoms in as early as 2 weeks. Zeposia is the first and only S1P receptor modulator approved for UC. Don't take Zeposia if you had a heart attack, chest pain, stroke, or mini-stroke, heart failure in the last 6 months, irregular or abnormal heartbeat, if you have untreated sleep apnea, or take MAOIs. Zeposia may cause serious side effects, including infections that can be life-threatening and cause death, slow heart rate, liver or breathing problems, increased blood pressure, macular edema, swelling and narrowing of the brain's blood vessels, and increased risk of PML, a rare brain infection that usually leads to death or severe disability. Tell your doctor if you are pregnant or plan to be. Don't let UC stop you from doing you. If you're living with moderate to severe ulcerative colitis, ask your doctor about once-daily Zeposia.
The prospect of something bigger and better is looming on the horizon for the LPGA Tour.
Don't miss the LPGA's best and the Meyer LPGA Classic on Golf Channel and Peacock.
Long birdie putt at 16 for Lexi Thompson.
Yeah, Lexi's going to go ahead and play while Jennifer Kupcho waits for a ruling. This is not the easiest putt visually to feel comfortable with. It's almost like the screen has a bit of a turtleback shape to it. Overall, she's going to play left to right break. But it's also pretty steep uphill, and look at the way that slid off hard to the right as it lost its speed.
She pulled the putter back almost as if she thought it might be too hard. Over at 14, Amy Yang to tie the lead.
Oh, you could just see the little shove in the putting stroke there, like as if at the last minute she just wanted to make sure that she kept the putter head out to the right.
Take a quick timeout to remind you that the newest episode of Drive On LPGA All Access has dropped. You can go behind the scenes with Angel Yen and Brittany Lincecum. Go to the LPGA social media channels to check it out. Jennifer Kupcho's second at 16 over the green, getting a ruling here.
I'm sure she's thinking that if she can get this far enough out away from the TV tower, she might even end up on the closely mown grass, which would be an amazing drop. This lie that's in the thick rough is going to be a little unpredictable, or at least if she could get it to the very edge of the rough, she might be able to putt it or hybrid it or sort of belly wedge it.
Yeah, and there's a couple of sprinkler heads though there too, Kay. I don't know how close they're going to be to a line. One at least.
Robert Duke of the LPGA, rules official.
Not a lot of friction. That's correct. Yeah, you should put it up.
How about this? Karen, what do you
well, I think a lot of it's to do with that sprinkler. If she moves it over to where she was looking at dropping it, she's not going to get it as close to that closely mown area, so she's going to be playing it from back there. And then she has to negotiate the sprinkler with a chip, and from here she can go left of it. And with a putter, the TV tower ropes don't hurt her at all.
Yeah, I think she just needed to kind of verbalize through her options, and it helped her make the decision that playing it as is going to be her best option, and because it's also sort of sitting up a bit in the rough.
I think, Kay, that's a great lesson for everybody, you know, to really work through your options.
And look at this
without
payoff.
emotion. It's awesome.
That will keep her at 5 under par, and we'll scoot ahead to 17.
Yeah, hardest fairway to hit on the golf course right now is this 17th.
Yeah, the reason for that, Tom, it kicks so much down from left to right. There are some bunkers up the left that forces the players down the right side, some overhanging trees.
Oh, wonderful play there. Yeah, just cambers down into that rough on the right.
My arms would have been.
A little chilly, Tom, today.
It is chilly today. It was cool when I first arrived here, as you watch Amy Yang. And walking out, having been in warm climes the last few weeks, walking out of the airport, and suddenly it was like, whoa, it's chilly here. But it's going to warm up over the weekend. Don't worry. It's going to be up in the high 80s by Sunday.
Good kayaking weather on the weekend. Let's get you over to 16 in Buhai.
Birdie putt from underneath the hole. Knows that this swings a lot from left to right off of Lexi's putt. Grant, I'm feeling a little like I'm in Northern California right now. Coastal NorCal.
San Francisco is going to be beautiful next week, okay? So, as you always tell us, they say it's going to warm up here next week as well. So Buhai will have that for par. And now Lexi for her par.
Now Lexi's a South Florida gal.
Yeah.
Look at her, at her sleeveless top, at her skirt. No second layer on. She's tough. She's focused. And hoping.
Karen, we got to the Chevron Championship, and she told us about a wrist injury that we didn't know about, and she's only played a few events this year.
Yes, she has, and she was, you know, I think she caught it a little bit on that thick grass coming from that bunker, Kay, but I think she's always been one of those players that, growing up in Florida, has always felt much more freedom when she doesn't have sleeves on or a jacket or anything like that. So she's always going to try and fight through the coldness, I believe.
Heck of a two-putt there. $17.
Yeah, Rachel Keane was down the right flank of this green, but it hung on, spun back. Thought it was going to kick towards the rough, but now has a chance for a birdie to get it to 4 under par. Easing that one down. Well, birdie chance coming up on the closing hole.
We're back at the 16th, and with the green clear, Ayaka Budaway, as you see, tied for third, 1 off the lead.
Yeah, she has 110 to the front, 138 to the hole. You know, Grant, I like to call this my box of chocolates hole.
Yeah?
Every single time I got to the top of this hill, my ball was never in the place that I thought it was going to be.
Never know what you're going to get, right?
Never know what you're going to get when you get to the top of the hill. That was a 9-iron.
Karen, we kind of know what we're going to get with Ayaka Budaway these days, week in, week out, don't we?
A lot of good putting and a lot of straight drives.
All right, a little chilly. Hit the jacket on. Budaway will have a putt for birdie.
For a limited time, Callaway Super Soft golf balls are now $21.99 plus free text personalization. Add your name or message, choose your unique monogram design, or improve your game with a custom alignment aid. Available at golfballs.com, the world leader in golf customization.
The Subway series is elevating your favorite sub.
Why mess with the sweet onion teriyaki, Chuck?
Man, this ain't messing. It's perfecting with marinated chicken and double cheese.
Sweet and savory. Kind of like you and me, Chuck.
Bye, Peyton. Try to refresh favorites at Subway today.
I'm Tanya Tuddett, and I'm a professional golfer and trick shot artist from New Zealand. Post-college, tried to turn pro and do the pro thing, but I got injured. So the question I was asking myself was, how do I stay in golf if I'm not competing?
LA Golf's Bel Air and Malibu series have the biggest sweet spots ever made. This is the most technology in a putter that's ever been built. Not only that, it has descending loft face technology, where it skids most of the time with a flat face. This rolls perfectly.
This is Sadie. She's on Verizon, the network she can count on. And now she's got my plan, the game-changing new plan that lets her pick exactly what she wants and save on every perk. Sadie's getting her plan ready for a big trip. Travel Pass on. Nice iPhone. Cute couple. Trips don't last forever, neither does summer love. So, Sadie's moving on. Apple Music? Check. Introducing My Plan, the first and only unlimited plan to give you exactly what you want, so you only pay for what you need. Act now and get iPhone